Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. So I hope I put a title on it. It's supposed to be sad, unmotivated, and depressed. So where I was before, there was a horrible internet connection, and now it's getting a little bit muggy here today. So the point that I was trying to make is that I had a client, actually I think it was just somebody on Facebook in the Think and Grow Rich group. And if you're not a part of our Napoleon Hill Think and Grow Rich group, you need to join that. You know, message me, like this comment, say something, we'll get the link out to you. So when you're sad, unmotivated, and depressed, it's really about where you're focusing, right? Because it always starts with a thought, right? Thoughts are things. And so in NLP, or neuroassociative conditioning, if you want to use Tony's language for NLP, trademark restriction, can't say NLP, so let's make it neuroassociative conditioning. But anyway, there's always one way to skin a cat, right? So anyway, we know that it's always physiology first. So the first thing we can do to change our state is to change our physicality. So we can look up, you know. If to be depressed, we must look down, we must be thinking depressing thoughts, our shoulders are hunched over, our breathing is shallow. To not be depressed or to be motivated, we need to put our chest back, we need to breathe deeply, we need to keep our chin up, and we need to look forward. So it's no wonder that if you're feeling unmotivated or depressed, you have to look at where you're focusing. What are you thinking about? Odds are you're thinking about unmotivating or depressing things. And so there's a couple things that you can do. One is you can change your physiology. Go for a run. Go exercise. You know, when you're exercising, it releases endorphins, which make you feel good. You know, it's like crack, but human, you know, our body secretes it. It's our hormone, secretes this crack called endorphins. Go for a run. Go for a walk. Go to the beach. Go do something. Change your environment. Breathe deeply. Do some yoga. Meditate. There's a lot of things you can do physically to change your state. Go work out. I mean, I enjoyed going and punching a bag. You know, that was one of the things I enjoyed doing, kicking and punching a bag, or going on the ground and rolling with another guy. Nothing like trying to arm lock or choke somebody to make you feel great, right? So that's the first thing you can do. Second thing is you can change your thoughts, right? And all you have to do is, if you're depressed or unmotivated, it's because you're thinking about depressing, unmotivating thoughts. And so the first thing you can do is you can start by creating a list of what you're grateful for. I mean, there's a lot of things to be grateful for. Number one, you have a healthy body, you have a healthy mind, you have people in your life that love you, you live in one of the greatest countries in the world, you're living in one of the greatest times to ever be alive. You know, we have dentists, unlike the British, you know, who seem not to be able to find dentists. So there's a lot of things going on that you can be grateful for. And if you focus on an attitude of gratitude, as I believe Zig Ziglar used to say, then you will automatically no longer be focused on what's not working in your life. The second thing you can do is take out a sheet of paper, and writing is very important. Don't type it up. Writing. Take a pen and a piece of paper and write down what it is you want in life. Maybe you want to make more money. Well, what are you going to do with that money? You know, are you going to buy a new car? Are you going to buy a house? If you're going to buy a house, you know, start writing down, I'm going to buy a new house. What kind of house? How many bedrooms? Oh, I'm going to buy a 4-bedroom house with 2 baths, a full basement, attic. Great. What else? What else are you going to do with that house? Oh, I'm going to have a workout room. I'm going to have mats in the basement. What else? You know, 2-car garage, 3-car garage, 4-car garage. What kind of car are you going to put in there? Think without limits, and then just write this all down. And as you start thinking of where you want to go, you'll find that the thoughts of where you have been that are depressing you begin to melt away. Because the problem is that if you're unmotivated, sad, or depressed, it's because of what you're focusing on. So as somebody said to me, you know, the guy that went to the doctor, I told this joke in the earlier video, you know, the guy shows up at the doctor and he says, doctor, you know, I have a pain. He says, well, where? He says, well, it hurts when I do this. And the doctor says, he says, show me again. He says, it hurts when I do this. He says, what should I do? He said, stop doing this, then it won't hurt. So if you're sad, unmotivated, or depressed, stop doing that. You know, there's a reason why you're sad, unmotivated, depressed. It's not because of external circumstances. It's because of your thoughts. So take control of your thoughts. I was listening to some of the rare recordings by Napoleon Hill last night as I fell asleep. And, you know, the most amazing thing he says is that what most people do is they believe that circumstances control their lives. You know, your friends are your circumstances. Your circumstances are your circumstance. But in NLP, we also know that the map is not the territory. What does that mean? That means that what we perceive to be reality is not really reality. It's colored by our beliefs. So if you and I are in a room and you're at the other end of the room, and at my end of the room there's a couple arguing and, you know, really being vicious and nasty, and there's another individual over here all drunk and sloppy, and you on the other side are near a room where everybody's happy and engaged and loving. Well, when you leave the party, you're going to think that that was the best party ever, while I'm going to think it was a horrible party. People were drunk and arguing. Which is the truth? Was the party good or was the party bad? Well, it's all a matter of perception, my belief system, what I perceive. Because how difficult would it be for me if I'm in a shitty part of the party to just walk to where you are so I can enjoy the party there? But see, like attracts like. So if I stay there in that crappy part of the party, right? Or if I stay in a crappy relationship, or if I keep crappy friends, or I continue to associate with people that are not encouraging me, not helping me with my self-confidence and belief, if I allow that to happen, then that's on me. And so I have to look inward and say, okay, why is that going on? You know, why am I allowing this to happen? And it's more than likely because of your thoughts. And so you must take control of your thoughts. And so you must write down exactly what it is you want in life. Because until you decide what is your definite purpose for this year, until you know what you want this year and you affirm it every day. The reason everybody fails at goals is because they write them down once and then they forget about them. That's like trying to do a to-do list. You write it out in the morning and then you put it in the drawer and you forget about it. You ain't going to get shit done then too. You must affirm the goal. Why? Because you're not going to believe it. When you first set the goal, you're not going to believe it. If you're sad, depressed, and unmotivated, you're not going to believe that you can become happy, excited, and motivated. But if you begin to say, I am excited, I am happy, and I'm motivated, and you look at all the reasons why you can be excited, happy, and motivated, soon you will find that you will become happy, excited, and motivated. And if you begin to eliminate the negative thoughts, then what's going to happen is you're going to be thinking more in line. Now, some people, you know, more in line with what you want. Now, people say, well, that's positive thinking and that doesn't work. Bullshit. Okay? It's exactly, the reason it works is because it works for everything. We think Tide is a detergent. We say I pledge allegiance to the flag to the United States of America, to the republic which stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Huh? What? Doesn't work? Oh, gee, I guess repetition does work. You are who you are and what you are because of the thoughts that you allow to dominate your mind. Later on, I'm going to do a video, a quick live video, that will discuss what is required to be successful. And the first thing, I'll give it to you right now, is that you must have a definite purpose. You must decide today what it is you want. But it's not enough to have a desire, okay? Because everybody wishes they had $1 million. Everybody wishes they had a new car. Everybody wishes they had a better relationship. Everybody wishes they were in better shape. You know, somebody once said that what everybody wants is to be skinny, rich, and happy, right? Skinny, rich, and happy. That's what we want in this country. Well, in order to be that, you must have what I'm going to discuss about a little bit later in my next live video. And that is that you must have a burning desire. Okay? And it is this, but it's how do you create a burning desire? And what is a burning desire? We'll talk about that in a little bit later. Have a great day, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday.